Hello and welcome to 3D Layout for Shop and Construction. This is going to be an interesting class because it's the first time that we've taught it in quite this way. It used to be called 2D Layout, and it was a 2D CAD class. And now we come to realize that we can't really call it a 2D class since it's a 3D CAD class. We've started using SketchUp as our primary software for it, and we're going to learn all the ins and outs of how SketchUp works. The other thing that's changed about it is it's no longer a 1-credit class, but a 2-credit class. So a couple of things that we're going to do are going to explore SketchUp in great detail and learn how to take like a 2D plan, a blueprint, and then model it in 3D for the purposes of showing it to clients or 3D printing it or some other way of modeling it. So that we can render it in real time. This is a feature that's used in, or rather, this is a practice that's used in all sorts of aspects of the industry. If you're going to design cupboards, if you're like a cupboard manufacturer and your client's going to want to see what these cupboards are going to look like in their kitchen, you can send like 3D renders of the finished cabinets installed with the fridge and stove and all that stuff, and that way clients can get a real authentic look at exactly what it's all going to look like when it all comes together. At least that's the goal. And if you can even record videos of like tours of the building so that people can know what things are going to look like, how things are going to be arranged, and how the house is going to flow before they ever get into it. This is quickly becoming an actual essential element to the working in this industry, is being able to show the client what the house is going to look like before it's built. This is, and it's also reached the point where it's actually pretty easy to do. So let's take a look at how the course itself is going to work. This is the main page. This may evolve somewhat. I may add more links here to other software, other resources, other tools that you might need, or wanna resources that you might want to be able to access. We don't actually have a textbook for this class. Everything is going to be done in a series of recorded tutorials. So, two main links here. Most important ones are, of course, the link to our Zoom classroom. So you can click on this bad boy, and that will open up Zoom and bring us to the classroom Tuesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. At least I think that is currently what the class is scheduled for. And then this link will go to the SketchUp app, and we'll talk about that in another video. The main place that you're going to want to look for things, what to do each week, because as an online class, we're kind of working in week-long chunks. So each week is one discrete, like, bit of course content, and there's 15 weeks in the semester. So in the modules, each module is going to be 1 week's content. This is the week 1 module. If you happen to be looking at this before the class starts, some of this is not going to be complete yet, but it will be if the date is January 11th, I believe. Yeah, then this should all be fleshed out and complete and ready to go. If it's any day before that, I haven't quite finished it because I'm literally recording this video, which will end up in the week 1 introduction. So this is where you're going to go. For some of these, I am going to actually require that you complete certain tasks before you can move on to the next week's material, because you really do need some of this foundational stuff. I'm going to stop doing these requirements later on in the semester, but for the first couple of weeks, I really want everybody to move through things in a certain order and experience the content in a specific way. So you can go through these modules step by step. You can start with week 1 introduction, read through it. This is where this video will be posted. It'll be up here at the top. And there'll be, and then you can just hit next to go to the next thing. So we can go through, for this week, you want to look at the syllabus, and I'll do a recording for the syllabus, and then go to the discussion board, where you'll introduce yourself. I kind of want to know what everyone kind of feels, how comfortable everyone is with technology, how much experience you may or may not have with computer-aided design, or any kind of layout of this type. suggestions about what you might like to do with CAD. This course isn't completely designed yet, so we have a fair bit of freedom to take the course in directions that you are interested in going. So if there's something specific that you want to be able to do with CAD, by all means, tell me, and I can maybe implement a module to explore that subject matter. I suspect this class is only going to be about 2 or 3 students, so we'll be a relatively small, intimate class. So to do this, discussion boards, you just hit reply here, and then it gives you a text box, and you just type your answers in here. Your post. It's a discussion. It's lighthearted. It's informal. It doesn't have to be super formal. Just type something. These are graded. I don't know. I don't know if discussion boards are going to be a regular thing or not. So for now, I'm going to call them graded. I will maybe try to do one a week, maybe one every other week, something like that. I don't know how much I'm going to do, but we might do some. And for now, they'll be graded. If we don't end up doing a lot of them, I might just drop them from the grade, but I do want people to do them, at least initially. 2 points for an initial post due by Wednesday, 2 points for replying to another classmate due by Friday. And substantively, if you want to see the rubric, you can just click this link here and it'll bring, oh, no, I can't go to rubric. All right, I'll fix that link. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Next, yeah, these are the discussion board guidelines. You can read that if you are interested in knowing how discussion boards work, and I'll fix that image. My phone is ringing. I'm going to... Okay, so then there'll be a video here which will describe how to access the SketchUp app, and it will, it's just a rundown of how to get to the software, and there won't be anything to submit for it. But the last thing for this week will in fact be a tutorial, and there will be a video here as well that will describe what you want to do, what you'll have to actually upload, and this is more to practice getting a file from SketchUp downloaded to your machine and then re-uploaded to Canvas as an assignment. So you'll be submitting that assignment as a file. So the modules is going to be your main, most important page to go to for each week's. You can collapse, you can expand them, and as there'll be 15 of them once you get to 15 or 16 or something like that once we get to the end of the semester. So that's about it for this week. The first week is going to be very low stakes. I am gatekeeping the second week's module because I really do want you to do these things. I want you to do the introduction, and I want you to do the first tutorial. Because that lets me know that everybody's on the same page, everybody has their technology sorted. You should be able to use any computer with a non-mobile operating system. So a Windows computer, a Macintosh computer, or a Chromebook, those 3. I cannot guarantee that anything with a mobile operating system, like a tablet, like an iPad, or your phone is totally not. It's not going to work. You're going to need a computer with a non-mobile operating system. If you do not have one, contact Student Services and they'll be able to hook you up with one. So and I think it'll probably be a Chromebook if it's them. And that's one of the reasons why I'd like to know what kind of computers you're using, so that I know if I can. I may have to do some alternate tutorials and things like that. So anyway, that's it. Welcome to the class. Let me know if you have any questions, and you can contact me via my phone number, which is right on the main course page. Texting. If you're texting me for the first time, please tell me who you are. Email is another great way to reach me. Also, you can use the inbox tool in Canvas. So anyway, we'll see you in the next video.